go see today, bro?
My favorite people in the world. My cousins are here.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
We are in Harajuku and we have just come off the Yamanote line and are going to
Harajuku.
find them. Exploring in Harajuku today. This next clip that you're about to see was a complete surprise. The girls had no phone connection or internet yet, and we had no exact location set to find each other than Harajuku, which if you've been there, you know that's not really a good idea. The plan was that we would organize a specific place to meet that morning, but this never really happened before they were outside of the realms of internet service.
Oh, put some tuna on. How Fiji.
The girls destroying Japanese culture by mixing everything already. Yay.
That's how that goes.
It tastes better with the tuna than without the tuna.
Does it though?
Yeah. It's very salty, but definitely tastes better with it.
I feel like we just like salt.
It
Yeah,
looks like curdled semen.
that really is very off-putting. That does not help people eat things.
I don't like that he said that. I'm like,
We are at Midori Sushi for the second time.
Who are we?
have my princesses here, Miss Min and Sofka.
She's eating right now.
don't tell me what I'm eating.
We're having our first plate at
How
Midori.
glam.
We have tuna.
How are we having?
We have delicious tunas. These are like the lean tunas. And we have
What's in the
the
middle?
mixed tunas. They're delicious. Then we have like a medium fatness tuna and like an extra fatty tuna in the delicious. So we have miso soup and
Extra fat.
extra fatty.
We like the thick tuna.
We like it thick. So yeah, we're giving it a name.
Hey Minka, do you like thick things? How thick do you like things to be thick?
So is there a difference between these two?
I think it's the same.
I think these
I could be wrong.
I was gonna say because you can see like one's with that, but no, it's not as thick. Which one are you going for?
It's less thick tuna.
I might try that one. I think
Which one are you talking about?
I have this one. I think I'm gonna give this a go. I like this one.
Oh, don't be that person.
Oh, wait.
Oh no. Oh,
I've got a
you're that person.
I've got a plan. You stupid white. I will be serving it up. Thank you very much.
This one's really good.
Good. This is the second plate. Tuna. Oh, that's salmon. Oops. Nigiri salmon, scallops, razor clams, scallops, and the uni. They're balls and a sack of all of the things.
It's
The
like,
reproductive organs of a sea urchin.
After our super amazing lunch at Midori Sushi, we were naturally instantly ready for a dinner of desserts at Pierre Herme. James doesn't believe that dessert for dinner is a thing, but we definitely tried our best to prove to him that he was wrong. Just a note on visiting one of the Pierre Herme stores. In Tokyo, there are a few of them. Not all of them actually have the cafe restaurant in them. Some of them are just places where you like purchase takeaway treats. And also, just keep in mind that this place is quite expensive, but we felt like it was worth it. It was a super fun experience. The next morning, James and I went to the gym and then straight to what became our local coffee and bakery spot, Sawamura. It was so good, we literally went every day. It's beautiful today.
What are we doing?
It's about 19, well it's meant to be up to 19 degrees today, but it's feeling like a beautiful Australian winter day. We are walking to the train to go to DisneySea today.
Nice.
I'm so excited. If
Ollie, what's the
anyone-
OOTD today?
I am wearing my Nike ACGs and my cook item and my Tommy Hilfiger jacket. And that is probably the least I've worn since we've been here. It's super nice. I've got a jacket in my bag.
She's got a cookie in the hand.
Got a cookie in the hand. Going to see my favorite place in the world today for the first time. So I'm super, super excited. And James is excited, aren't you, James?
Obviously.
And now for the onslaught of DisneySea B-roll.
Sophia has a Mickey beanie for the occasion.
Well, it's not really.
She's already.
Just a side note as we get into it, definitely look into buying a fast pass in advance of visiting Disney or Universal theme parks while in Japan. We didn't have this for Disney and spent so long in lines that we could only get on 2 rides this whole day.
I feel like I'm starting to pick up an American accent because every bit of English I've heard for the last month has been in American. So I'm just American now.
Yamanote.
Yamanote line. Oh, look at this big beanie.
Pulse. Where are we going?
We are going on our first ride, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The big lake, which is pretty cool. It looks awesome. I have no idea what this ride is. It could be like very tame, who knows.
Turns out the ride 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is incredibly tame. This ride might have been more exciting, however, if we had understood any of the scary sounding things being said, but as we didn't speak Japanese, this was mostly just a lot of standing in a shaking capsule.
Ooh, it's super dark. We've been waiting for literally 3 hours. Hey.
And we finally, after 3 hours, got to what I thought was the front of the line, but it was just an elevator to another line!
At last check for booty holes. Dry. Dry. Still dry. Still fun though?
It was pretty fun. That was pretty good, yeah. It was pretty entertaining. We were getting a bit worried because it started off a little bit slow. But you know, we made it entertaining for each other even then. I think I'll never forget that the ride's actually called The Journey to the Center of My Gauntlet. Thanks, Finka!
Woo!
I feel so much better.
Post DisneySea, Holly Heath. Look at her smiling. She's had ice cream. She's had shabu shabu. She's had your aunties. Minka's here. Seppia's
Just tried
here.
the coolest tea, Mum. Maple tea. So good.
That is childhood ice cream. That made me a chunky little brown boy. Yeah, chunky. That was super thick.
How thick, sorry. So the high temperature is -10 anyway.
Holy crap, that is ridiculous.
I'm going to need to get a huge jumper.
Yes, we're going to need to get a huge jumper.
A scarf.
And maybe a pair of pants big enough for us to wear leggings underneath.
Clearly, Flipper'S speaks for itself in its Instagrammable potential, but if you want the true, jiggly, moist, light and fluffy Japanese pancakes, then you have to go here. They were genuinely extremely delicious.
So we got Holly here. Where are we, Holl?
Excited. We are at Flipper'S Pancakes.
Yeah, I know.
And
You
they
guys
are
got
super fluffy and delicious. Mine are the millennial pancakes, and James has got the melty chocolate
the diabetes one.
diabetes pancakes. That looks so delicious.
How's the house?
It is delicious. It is so fluffy. Look at this. It just breaks apart, and the inside is so delicious. It's got strawberry sauce.
How you feeling post pancakes, Holl?
I feel delicious inside, but I actually started to struggle to get through that. We're gonna go for a walk now, have a look at some shops.
Business over there, just a FYI.
James is gonna spend all his money on boys' expensive clothes because they have lots of that in Japan. And yeah, otherwise, I don't know, have a look at some thrift shops because they're really cool here. But definitely want to come back for some more pancakes if we can.
Coming up next week,
Oh, smile! Wee!
as usual, thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you check back in next week to see us freezing in the extremely cold but equally as beautiful Sapporo.